I'm Ranjit Tinaikar, the Chief Executive Officer of Ness, and welcome to Ness. Now, when you join Ness, you'll often hear us describe ourselves as we are a full life cycle digital transformation specialist. Well, what does that mean? Well, let me take each of those words one by one and explain to you who we are. Let's take digital transformation specialist. What does that mean? Well, to understand that, you have to go to the history of Ness. In 1999, Ness began its journey as a product engineering firm. Product engineering firm is a firm that specializes in building software for software companies. We are specialists in building proprietary software, and we have all the capabilities, methods, tools, and processes to be able to build software for software companies. Now, that was 1999, and that was long before the revolution of cloud and data and digital transformation hit the scene. So for us to be a digital transformation specialist, at its core, its foundation is to be good at product engineering. Now, we believe that to be a digital transformation specialist, product engineering is necessary but not sufficient. So what is it that you need over and above being a product engineering specialist? Well, two things. First, you need to be up to speed on digital solutions and technologies that are cutting edge and have really transformed the ecosystem, the social and the economic ecosystem in the last 10 to 15 years. And that means cloud, data, analytics, blockchain. These are some of the technologies that are fundamentally transforming how we process information and use it to make decisions. Well, digital technologies is one part of it, but the other thing is to solve real business problems using this digital technology. Digital technology by itself is just a means, but the end is the actual problem that we are trying to solve. And for that, you need to be an expert in a particular business domain of an industry. And that's why we specialize in 4 industries: financial services, technology and ISV, media, entertainment and education, and manufacturing and transportation. On the digital technology side, we specialize in cloud, data analytics, Salesforce, intelligent engineering, and experience design. When you bring the power of these 2 capabilities together, our industry expertise and the digital technologies, and you combine it with product engineering, that's what allows you to solve real digital transformation problems for CXOs around the world. And that's what makes you a digital transformation specialist. Now, the second part of what I told you was we are a full life cycle digital transformation specialist. Now, what does full life cycle mean? Well, it comes from our product engineering heritage. As you know, every product has a life cycle. It begins with an idea, then it starts with a design, then we build it, and we build it to maturity over many years. And once it's reached a certain level of maturity, it is sustained until it sunsets. And that whole life cycle is what we support. And that's why we call it full life cycle. And along this life cycle, we serve the clients in many different ways. When you're in the ideation phase, that's where you sort of discover the customer's needs and the business needs. When you're in the design phase, that's where you think about architecting the new solutions, defining the customer journey, the user experience. And then when you build it, that's where the core software engineering comes. And finally, you get into sustain. And the commercial models we use to serve our clients in each of those stages are very different. When it's the upfront discover and design, it tends to be a shorter burst consulting engagement, which feels more like an advisory service. But when you're building a product, that's where the long roadmaps of building out a product over multiple years, we call that engineering. That's the piece. And then in sustain, we just literally take over the product and manage it till it's sunset. Each of these stages in the life cycle of a product is what we aspire to serve and are specialists in. And that's why we call ourselves full life cycle. So now that brings us to our second question, which is, well, I understand you're a full life cycle digital transformation specialist, but what does that really mean to the customer? How do you differentiate yourself to the customer? Well, my friends, the answer lies in that definition of digital transformation that I gave you. Remember, it's a combination of both digital capabilities, the technology, and understanding industry knowledge. It is when you combine those two things, that's when you get differentiated. Let me give you an example. We are differentiated in modernizing risk management platforms in capital markets. Now, in that space, there are a number of people who understand risk management technology, and there are a number of people who understand what cloud-based modernization look like. But there are very few, in fact, we think we are one of the very few who know how to do risk management platforms and modernize them to the cloud. It's at that intersection of business and technology that we are differentiated. Similarly, we are differentiated in many other areas. We are differentiated in modernizing using our product engineering skills, learning assessment platforms. We build OTT streaming platforms in media and entertainment. We are very good at taking intelligent engineering capabilities and building new products for digital infrastructure companies, security software companies, storage software companies. It's at the intersection of these business domains and digital technologies that one finds true differentiation, and that is what we aspire to go to clients with. Those are the problems that we like to solve. And if you go to any of our Ness websites and you look at any of our industries, what I'd encourage you to look for is in each of those industries, what are the offerings where we believe we are differentiated? Those are the ones that we say, hey, we are a full life cycle digital transformation specialist, and we are differentiated in these 2 or 3 areas in that particular industry.